Huh. 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 Huh.
here. here.
Huh? 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 Huh?
PE. You guys actually made me so tiny.
I wrote L8 earlier and it worked, but now it doesn't work.
Boogie.
Wait, read.
Boogie.
Boogie. My thing says
Boogie.
PE brush.
Everyone boogie for the little monkey. Name a classroom object. PE. No. Oh wait. PEN. A pen.
Oh.
Hey, who keeps shrinking, buddy? That's like
Yeah,
okay,
guys,
that's-
what are you-
Yeah, that's. I
What
wonder
are
if
you
she'll still get
doing?
hit by the fan.
Name a tree type. Oh, so easy.
Yes.
What'd you write?
I wrote fur.
Oak. She wrote oak, everyone.
Creativity.
Seems like those. Seem like those ecological classes helped.
It's because of all of my Minecraft knowledge. As a monkey. Name an instrument that has strings on it. Guitar.
That's way too
Uh-oh.
long.
I know.
Gar-
A bass.
harp.
Bam.
What's a lute?
Huh.
Is it the flute?
No.
What can you use to cook food? A singular pot.
A pot can make many
Noob.
delicious foods.
Noob.
I'm a noob.
Hey!
Oh.
Hey.
Someone turn her into a noob.
Now,
I
let's
don't
me
wanna
live.
waste my money.
I'm trying to win for once. Name a car brand.
Easy.
No.
We're all thinking the very short-lettered car brand.
He has, like, gotta pick it. It's a K. 3 letters. Spelled K-E-A.
Oh.
Oh,
She wants to be
okay.
Oh, I mean, GMC works too. Come on, give us a better question. Let's go. Name a sport that has a ball in it. We got soccer. We got baseball. We got
Remember, Lumen.
kickball. Box.
Oh no.
Oh, this is too long. This is too long. Oh, good. No.
I'm just letting
I was gonna
you
write
know.
soccer.
Our favorite game.
Hey!
G-O-L-S.
Bunny's head was supposed to hit the
No,
mat.
because I'm short.
Do you put
What
on a
do people
hamburger?
put in a hamburger? Mayo. Uh-oh.
Mayo.
Mayo.
You guys shrink yourself.
I
You
I'm not
survive.
gonna shrink
Name a
myself.
hairstyle.
Instead, I'll make Rainbow taller.
Everyone here got to win. So now it is my turn. Super VIII. Name a planet in our solar system. How about the smallest? Oh wait. It doesn't work. Technically, this doesn't count. I think they canceled Pluto.
You guys, there's
What?
one with lesser letters.
Mars.
Mars. Oops.
Oh yes.
Name a
Silly,
board game.
silly.
Top 5. Tic-tac-toe.
Oh. Now you guys, you got your favorite.
Oh, wait. It's
Oh my gosh.
it's Monopoly. It's Monopoly.
It's not Monopoly.
Luna, it's Monopoly.
Technically, Luna's not a board game. It's a card game.
Yeah, that doesn't
No,
count
it's,
technically.
It's still a game. That's
Name
it.
a
no
popular
board.
game outside of Roblox. That's
Oh.
short.
Oh, I can't make this work.
Come on. Wait, what is it? What is it?
How
What is
many-
it?
how many
telling.
What is
I'm
it?
not
Help!
saying.
No, please.
What is it?
How can you not?
Oh.
No, that's short term. That doesn't count.
Duh.
Name a famous game character.
Who's
Sonic.
the shortest letter?
Sonic.
Wario.
I just noticed they all have 4 letters.
Ice from Fire Emblem does not count. That's
Mario,
ridiculous.
Luigi,
They all have 4 letters. Just type
Wario
something.
doesn't work.
Wario
This
does work.
is a
No, Wario
complaint.
doesn't work.
Name a month with 31 days.
Oh no.
Easy.
See, all months are long, so I'm just not gonna answer anything.
Racco!
Fine.
Shut up. Yeah.
Yay!
No!
Oh,
Why'd you tell him?
Oh,
He literally just said 9.
I can't believe
Draco.
you got your own birth month,
Yeah,
Draco.
Draco.
What would you find?
What would you find in a gym?
You forgot your birthday.
What, Draco, you forgot your own gym. Oh, sorry, birthday. TV.
Yeah, you would find a mat. That makes no sense.
What? This is.
Oh,
wait.
This is dumb.
Oh, come
this
on.
is dumb.
It's called a net, everyone.
I put
What
mat.
outdoor
I should've
games
put-
do you play during recess?
Oh.
Recess.
He played
Hopscotch. Stick.
Play.
Do you play with a stick? I'm so dead.
No,
Tag.
you
I literally am so
You're
bad at
playing
this.
the wrong game.
I'm
Funny.
just gonna look out this way. I'm just gonna look out this way. Let me see animal. Seal, my fish. What does it matter? Who's making me better? What are you funny me? Are you trying to shrink? Oh.
Wow, funny!
What? Name a body part of your face.
Don't turn to the side.
What?
You're distracting
Funny,
me.
your
Don't turn to
eyes!
the side.
There's literally I. 3 letters. You guys are making me panic. I'm over this. What is something that is sharp? Guess what is sharp and pointy? A knife.
Or a fan.
Man.
Yeah.
Wait, why didn't you say fan?
Oh no! Draco always wins.
Yeah. Oh, funny!
What?
Don't. Funny,
What?
don't.
Funny what?
Don't.
Funny, do it.
Sure that many of you have painted before, but I'm guessing that some of you haven't, and that's why you're here, to learn how to do it right. So I'm gonna give you some pro tips, I'm gonna give some tips for beginners, and walk you through every step of the process as simply as possible so that when you're done, you love your new space. As you can tell, we're all prepped to paint in this bedroom, and if you haven't checked out my How to Prep a Room for Paint video, you might wanna check it out right here. Prep is a step that's often overlooked, but it's super important. Our holes are patched, our trim is taped, our floors are protected, this room is ready to go. And for this project, I'm gonna be painting the walls and the trim. So let's start off by telling you how to choose a paint color and sheen. I always recommend going to Lowe's and grabbing a bunch of swatches in a color you like and bringing them home with you to see them in your actual space. They're gonna look different than they do in the store because the lighting in your room will be different. I like to tape them to the wall with painter's tape and leave them there for a few days before I start the project so I can see the colors at all different times of day with all different lighting. Once I choose my favorite color, I also grab a couple swatches that are a few shades lighter and a few shades darker. If I wanna go a little darker or a little bit lighter, I already have options that are in the same color family. For this room, I chose Valspar's Juniper Breeze. It's a green color, but it isn't overly warm or too greeny. It actually almost reads like a green gray. And I want the trim to look super clean and crisp, so I'm going with Valspar's Ultra White. Okay, so we have your paint color now for the sheen. For our purposes in this room, we're gonna be using a flat finish for the walls. This is awesome for a beginner painter because it hides a lot of imperfections. Then we're gonna be using a semi-gloss for all the trim. This is kind of a go-to for any window casings, doors, trim, because it's super washable and it's also gonna be more reflective because of the higher gloss, so it draws your eye to it, making your paint job look awesome. So I picked my paint color, I figured out my sheens, and now I need to determine how much paint I need for this room. The average gallon of paint will cover about 400 square feet of wall space. So we gotta do a little math to figure out how much wall space I have. Okay, so my friend Matt is a painter and he's helping me figure out exactly what the square footage of the walls are.
Yeah.
So Matt, what are we dealing with here?
Well, we got 14 by 12 room, so with 8-foot ceilings. There's 416 square foot of wall space here, minus your doors, entrance door, your closet door, and your window behind us.
Okay, so 416 minus all that, we're well under 400.
Well, 1 gallon is perfect for this room.
1 gallon is all we need. All right, so what about the trim?
There's 104 linear feet in this room.
Okay, so that includes like our baseboards, around our doors, around the windows, all of that.
Correct.
So 1 gallon of trim paint usually can cover 300 to 400 linear feet, so we're well under that.
Well, you're perfectly
We have
fine.
plenty of extra. And Matt, you always do 2 coats, right?
Yes.
Now, if this is sounding a little complicated, if math isn't your thing, no worries. There's an awesome, easy to use Lowe's calculator. It can help you calculate how much wall paint you need or how much trim paint, how to subtract out doors and windows. They make it really easy for you. Okay, so now we're on to opening the can. This one's pretty easy, and you can actually use a variety of different tools to do the job. Many homeowners will use a flathead screwdriver, or if you have your 5-in-1 tool, you could use that. You even could reach into your back pocket and use a quarter around the edge. Now, no matter which tool you choose to use, the biggest thing is that you want to make sure that you are opening all the way around the can on all the sides. So I'm going to go with my 5-in-1, and I'm just going to use one hand to securely hold the gallon, and the other is going to put the 5-in-1 just under the lip. I'm going to slip it in and then kind of torque it backwards a bit. And we have it off, and there's no damage done to the can at all. So I picked up this paint 2 days ago, and you can kind of tell that the tint and the base have separated a little bit. and I want to make sure that I have nice, consistent coverage. So I'm going to use my complimentary from Lowe's paint stir stick, and I'm going to put this all the way to the bottom of my gallon, and I'm going to slowly stir it up together. You want to make sure that the base and the tint that they put in to create your custom color are perfectly mixed together. So we're gonna be painting the walls first. This is a preference thing. I talked about this in my how to prep a room for paint video, that it's kind of hotly debated. Do you paint the walls first or the trim first? For an everyday kind of beginner homeowner, I'm gonna recommend that you do the walls first, and here's why. Sometimes when you're rolling, you might get some splatter to come off your roller onto your trim. So I've taped off the trim right now, and then that'll be the second thing that we do. That way it ensures that the final touches are clean, crisp, awesome trim. It'll make your entire paint job look great. For this space, we're using a Paint Plus primer. So that means we don't need to do a primer coat beforehand. Now, there's a few circumstances where you might need to if you're dealing with fresh drywall, or if you have some stains that you really need to block out, then maybe a primer would be a good option. We're gonna start by cutting in, and what that refers to is really focusing on the edges and the corner of the room using a paintbrush. We're gonna do that before we roll the walls. Since we're gonna be cutting in and working our way around the room, I like to transfer some of my paint into like a little handy bucket. And it even has a liner in here for easy cleanup. So I'm gonna transfer just some of my gallon into my pail, and we'll start cutting in. If you have a space large enough and you think you'll definitely need at least 2 gallons of paint, I recommend boxing. This is a technique to ensure color consistency between different gallons of paint. You'll take a 5-gallon bucket and mix, then stir your paint together. This way, if there's any slight difference in color between the gallons, it won't matter when it's all combined to form one uniform color. For my brush when I'm cutting in, I prefer to use a 2-inch angled brush. Now, again, this is preference, but the angle allows me to control the paint a bit more. So when I'm coming into a spot where like my wall hits my ceiling or my walls hit my trim, I can be more precise with the paint. Now, when you are getting ready to cut in, you're gonna take your brush and you wanna load it with paint. Now, a common mistake is to overload your paint, to dip it in like many, many inches and just have paint all over. So what you want to do is you want to dip in, and you only want to get paint on the first inch of your brush or so. After you've dipped in the paint, you're going to basically drag it along the edge of your can just to offload it. Just offload a little bit on each side. Okay, we are finally ready to get some paint on the walls, and before I do it, I have a couple more tips for you. First of all is, how do you hold a paintbrush? And I know that seems basic, but let me tell you, I've seen a few people with the fist method, and it doesn't work very well. So the way I like to do it is I use my pointer finger as kind of my control and my guide, the same way that you would almost holding a pencil. And then resting my other fingers back here on the back side. The only things you want to keep in mind is that you want it to be comfortable for you. You want to have good control of your brush, and you don't want to grip it too tight. Okay, so I'm dipping, I'm offloading, and I'm going to start painting in a corner. That's kind of the easiest space. Now, when I'm painting, I'm getting pretty good coverage. When it starts getting spotty like that, you know you don't have enough paint on your brush. It's time to load. Also, if I were going like this, that's too much paint right there. If I get too much paint on, I just want to use my brush and help feather it out. When I'm cutting this in, I roughly want to go about 3 inches out from the corner in both directions. This way, when I come through with my roller can cover my edge line, but not get so close that it bangs the other wall. Now I'm going to move down to my baseboard, and because we taped off our baseboards, my technique isn't quite as critical. It's not like I'm cutting in and need to have a perfectly straight line. It's okay to get paint on your tape. That was the whole idea. Around the windows, same deal as the trim. They're taped off, so you don't have to worry about your brush touching. Another tip, when you're finished in a section, you want to really give it a good once-over. You want to make sure that there's no drips or globs. They're so much easier to fix when they're wet, so hit them with the brush. If they dry, then you're getting into sanding, potentially spackling, and basically we're all the way back at how to prep a room for paint. We're focusing on cutting in all around our windows, our door frames, and our baseboards, and we're saving.
Wait, where'd the fan go?
The fan's gone. What happened?
Did you break the
Thanks,
fan?
Draco. Wait, did I break it? No!
You broke the fan.
No!
Poppy playtime. Oh my Oh my gosh, the fan's broken.
Draco. Where you
What?
going, Draco?
What?
Let's make him
Technically, right now,
Thick.
Lunar would win.
thick, thick, thick,
Funny. I can't even move now.
and tall, 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 tall. I just wasted Draco. I just like wasted so much Robux on you. How's he not dead? I think I
I don't
broke the
understand
game.
this.
What? Wait, they already died.
Lunar won!
Now everyone has won except me. This is my arc. My shortest answer arc. Wow, how am I so tough?
See all of us. We're champ IXs.
Yeah, and I'm super. I'm super
That's
V.
lower.
You can't win if your space funds are all the way up there.
Finale time. Name an animal that has a shell. A crab. Is there any shorter word? Like a 3-letter word?
It's. If there is, I don't know it.
Name a type of fruit. Pea. Put in pea. What is fruit? Pear? Oh, let's go, pear.
Oh no, I did mango.
Why would you do mango, Draco?
Aw.
Name an animal that can be found on the easy, easy. Let's go. The cutest animals.
I think.
I'm gonna win again.
No, you're
It's a
not.
cow.
Oh yeah, cow. Name a fruit.
Again.
And is there a shorter letter fruit?
You forget. You forget. You can just look at your calendar.
You know, I want to write pear, but I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I want to think of a different one.
Someone give me a big head.
Why?
I know my head feels heavy right now.
Blue. How about blue? No. Oh my, pink isn't a color? Wait, pink isn't a color?
No, I tried putting pink. That's dumb.
Hey! What did you do to me?
I don't know. I don't know what the button did, Drac, I swear.
Turn me back up.
Name a game console. Wait, I got it!
Can someone try PC? Can someone try PC?
You type PC.
Wait,
I
why
typed
did
Wii.
PC?
Does PC
Maya
work?
gifted you the big brain.
I don't know.
Thank you,
for
girls.
Getting 3-letter words so far.
Ah.
You know what? If you did this to me, I'm doing it back.
No, Drac! No! Name a musical instrument. I was gonna say harp. Draco, how dare you?
Drum.
You know what? I'll be a... Name a phone accessory. Like like a phone strap.
Oh
A
yeah,
strap?
2 letters, 2 letters.
What is it?
Oh.
Phone?
I'm not telling you.
iPhone
Things
accessory
from
case. Case.
Android phones.
SD.
That makes sense. Lunar, what are you doing?
Lunar, why don't we try it? Name an old-fashioned weapon. What's an old-fashioned weapon? A
There's
gun?
only one that I know of.
Clock?
A bow.
Yes, a bow.
Axe.
That's it, Draco. You see what Lunar turned me to? Turned me into a rat. So I can go over there and gnaw on you.
Nom on me, I'm not cheese.
What toppings do people put on
Oh,
pizza?
Funny, your favorite. Pineapple.
No.
Yeah, but pineapple.
Pineapple.
4 letters. 4 letters.
Cheese?
3 letters.
No ham! I'm
Oh.
How can you
Pineapple.
forget?
She was
Ham
giving
and
you a
pineapple.
hint.
gold. I thought you
Yeah.
meant pineapple. I thought.
No.
Lunar, please.
I'm dumb. I put
Shrink me.
sauce.
Lunar, please. What do you find in a school bag? Please. Please, Lunar. I'm a sad rat. Lunar, please.
Shrink myself.
Okay, that's it. I need to shrink. How do I shrink? We got. Shrink. It's too expensive. Name a piece of clothing.
Oh no, I'm so
Oh, I'm
dead.
so done.
Goodbye.
I'm so done. Oh, thank you, Lunar. Please, Lunar, shrink.
I'm
Gold?
gonna win.
I can't shrink any more amount of money, sorry.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna
It's up to
die.
you, Funny. It's up to you.
Name an animal that moves slowly. And
I'm gonna win.
No!
Jack
Funny,
won.
I don't think you're ever gonna win shortest answer.
Yeah, that's why the
It's
game
because
just
you're
literally
big
threw
brain.
money at me. Because I'm
Maybe
sad.
next time.
May the weather be cold and your tub be hot. May your hard seltzer be as bubbly as jet-setting number 7. And may the real vodka and real juice be paired with real good company. High noon, sun's up.
Hello everyone, my name is Tony and this is my crazy story. I was just a baby when my parents moved from China to America. Growing up, Mom was always busy since she worked as a nurse, but Dad worked from home and I loved spending time with him. Mom was the exact opposite. All she cared about was work. Sometimes I tried to get her interested in my life, but it never worked. Mom, I have a huge science test tomorrow. Can you help me? Honey, my back hurts. I just finished a 48-hour shift. Can you ask your dad, please? It was always the same. As I got older, I stopped trying and Dad became my everything. My parents have always been super proud of their Chinese culture, but I didn't care so much for it. For me, America was the only home I ever knew. Still, I was known as the nerdy girl of the school. Teachers adored me because I was a smart kid, but the kids, well, they disliked me because I loved tests and quizzes and would always remind my teachers in case they forgot. Other than academics, I was practically invisible in school. I never had a boyfriend, and the only person that thought I was cool was my best friend Ashley. We had been friends since our first day at school. Our sheer love of mathematics connected us like two pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. One time when I was in 6th grade, Dad gave me a traditional Chinese hairpin, and Ashley loved it. Whoa, such a big hairpin. It looks so awesome, so Chinese. Dad made me wear it as a symbol of good luck. Here, you try it on. Just as Ashley was checking out the pin, someone snatched it from her. It was Mason. He was the absolute worst. His mission on Earth was to annoy me every day. He was the school jock and the head of the cool squad. The guy had started school with Ashley and I, but he was our junior now because he flunked grade 3 twice. Wow. Good for you for bringing China to school today. Ooh, this looks cool. How much would it make at a pawn shop? Couple of cents? Give it back, Mason. Hey, come on, Tony. I was just goofing. Here, it looks good on you. Don't give it to this wacko. What did you call me? How dare you? It was always the same. Mason just loved messing with me and Ashley, and every time it would turn into some argument. That was my life. I know, not quite happening. But things flipped when I turned 15, and